Hey Rare Drops! As you may already know, in PSO2 you can do a lot of character customization. That includes making a wide range of body types. In this video, I'll show you my tips on making a nice curvy body type using the NGS Type 2 body. I'll start by showing you my current settings, and after that I'll show you other ways you can manipulate the body to make different curvy body types. Before going to the salon, remember, changes like this always require either a salon pass or SG, so make sure you have a salon pass in your inventory. Alright, so I'll start by showing you my settings. My character has a smaller body frame, a very small waist, but she does have wide hips, thicker legs, and a very full butt. My character Skull Sama is a humanoid type 2. For the physique and chest, you can see most of the weight is at the top of her body, making the shoulders a little bit wider. The chest area is maxed horizontal and vertical slider, and then it is slightly tilted upwards. The arms and hands don't really affect it. As for the waist and legs, for the waist, I have the horizontal slider all the way towards the bottom. And then I have the leg slider so that the middle point is a little bit lower than just the middle of the leg. The thighs are almost maxed. The calves are just a little over half, and the foot size doesn't matter. For the most part, making a curvy body that doesn't look awkward is about shifting the weight in different directions. So let me show you a few things that you can do to kind of like adjust where the weight is on the body. So for this, we're going to adjust the shoulder weight to be more towards the bottom, making the bottom half of the body just generally wider. The shoulders look a little scrunched in, so we're gonna mess with that slider a bit. I think I like it there, but we're going to reverse all of the shoulder settings for now. Now this part, since we did move some of the weight from the top, we need to adjust the weight that is set to the bottom from the waist. There's a lot you can do with adjusting the size of all of these sliders to make different types of curvy bodies. So on this one, we can max out the thighs, or we can make the thighs go all the way down. You still have a curvy body, but you don't have to have maxed out thighs. So you can still have like the bigger butt, but the thighs are a little more slim. And here, if you make the thighs bigger, still not maxed out, maybe adjust the calves a little bit to fit, you shift this weight a little bit upwards. You have still a curvy body type, but a little different. If you shift it downwards, all the weight goes to the hips and the thigh area. Now from there, you can just move around the sliders to see where you want the weight to fit. Once you kind of find a body type that you think you might like this one, I move the weight back up like I normally have my character's body type. The only difference to what I normally have is that the thighs are a little bit thinner. You can move the breast position up or down. I usually keep it up because I like the more perky look, but if you want a lower set, you can put it downwards. And depending on the body type, having it up kind of looks awkward, to be honest. So now we're gonna go back to waist and legs. And from there, we're going to up the thighs a little bit. We're gonna shift the weight on the legs, which shifts kind of like the composition of the legs a little bit more. So if you're not someone who likes bigger thighs, but you do want a lot of weight at the bottom, you can put the thighs up all the way like that, and then keep that leg weight shifted to the top. You'll just have to like lower the calves so they're not abnormally large. You can also shift everything back, lower the thighs, and shift the weight back down to still keep the thick body type. So basically the butt area is where it doesn't change when you adjust the legs, but you have like different types of thighs you can use. So let's go ahead and reverse all of those changes and go back to my original character body shape. So it's time to go into the most negative part of having a curvy body, whether it be a wider frame or a slim frame like my character. It's how certain outfits sit on your body. I go a bit more in depth with this in a different video, but the worst thing is outerwear. I really don't use a whole lot of outerwear because it does this thing where it makes this giant poof at the bottom of the outerwear, which is extremely irritating to me. It does the same thing like this with certain skirts and dresses. But I think these are supposed to look wider on a smaller body frame that's not as curvy and doesn't have as wide of hips, and that's why. It's not horrible, but it just looks a little strange. Now, the positive parts of having a curvy body is certain outfits that may look a little more flat or plain look very nice on a curvy body. Like this is a newer outfit. This also looks really nice. Another issue, which I haven't seen a whole lot of, is some of the motions, like this hands behind back idle. Your hands clip a little bit through your butt. I personally think the reason behind that is just because it wasn't meant to work around those parts of the body, especially with my character having a smaller body frame. And sometimes these with the hands up, I've seen them clip on bigger body types, especially when they're a little more busty or wide at the top. So just keep that in mind when you make your body and make sure to test it in the salon. It's not the worst thing, but it is present. But anyway, that's my guide to making a curvy body type. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments. If you're in my Discord server, you can always put screenshots of your PSO characters. We share screenshots all the time, and I absolutely love seeing that. I'll leave a link in the description for those of you who aren't there yet. Anyway, Rare Drops, I hope I helped you with the true end game of PSO2, which is fashion. Stay comfy. Sayonara.